Today we read from Mark chapter 4, verses 26 through 34. We celebrate the feast of St. John Bosco. The image that Jesus uses in the gospel, someone who scatters seed and it grows, it sprouts, he knows not how. And then when the seed has grown fully and the plant is ripe, he wields his sickle and he brings in the harvest. Or the kingdom of God, like that mustard seed that grows, a very small seed that when it's fully grown is something great, something big, something much larger than could have been imagined. Jesus uses these images, and they're very familiar sorts of images, aren't they? They're sort of mundane almost. Jesus is telling us that the kingdom of God grows in these small ways. The kingdom of God is not just about the great, majestic signs. No, the kingdom of God very often is going to be found in the very small, very simple things. St. John Bosco understood this very well. In a certain way, I wonder if that might be why St. John Bosco found his mission in a particular way in teaching, in educating, in helping young men to grow into the men that God had called them to be. That the kingdom of God is to be found in each and every individual human heart. And so St. John Bosco would say, this boy, the kingdom of God is present. In this student in my classroom, the kingdom of God is present and needs to be cultivated, needs to grow. And so through that education, and if you've ever spent time in a school, there's a certain way in which the rhythm of the school year becomes kind of mundane. There's a certain way that the daily activity is just sort of the same thing day in and day out, year after year, and yet so many important things are taking place. Look at the growth of a student from day one of school to the last day of school at the end of the school year, and we see that the kingdom is growing. Just so God has planted that seed in our hearts, and he wants that seed to grow, but it's going to grow in very ordinary ways. Today, let us ask the Lord, through the intercession of St. John Bosco, to give us that vision that allows us to see how that growth is taking place, to trust that the growth is happening, and to cultivate it wherever we see it.